know, a big part of our families are our pets, and finding a pet can at times be very strenuous. It can be a difficult thing, but one organization that makes it very easy to find pets that are ready to adopt is the SPCA Florida. And here to talk to us today about their program and some of the events coming up is Jessica Lawson. She is the Community Relations Manager with SPCA Florida. And also Randa Richter. She's the Community Involvement and Volunteer Manager with SPCA Florida. Ladies, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
And of course, you have a special friend with you today.
She's being shy.
She's being very camera shy. But this is Mia. She was brought in a few days ago as a stray. So she's been spayed and has her shots, but we're just giving her some time to relax.
Yeah, she's really, really nervous. I can see her over there kind of trembling a little bit.
The camera makes her nervous.
A big adjustment for an animal who, you know, just brought in. Now, you guys have been around for quite a while. Kind of tell us a little bit about your program there.
Sure. We actually started back in 1979. A group of women in the community just saw the need for, you know, an organization. They were taking in strays, taking them to their private vets, and then adopting them out at a Publix. So, you know, years later, we now have a huge facility. If you haven't been, we'd highly recommend it. We have a full-service medical center, you know, education programs, and then, you know, one of the things we'll mention is our signature event, the Walk for Animals, coming up. So we have a lot of great programs that really enable us to reach out and help the community. We're really working towards becoming a humane community, and that takes everyone's involvement.
Right. And you're still over there at the just on South Florida near Louis Mack and Sonny's Barbecue. You head right back that road.
Yep.
Great
Round
space.
Down. Yeah, we actually got that. That was why we're there, is because we received a bequest that allowed us to get that land, and start building our operations.
That's terrific. Now, you know, I have to say I hold a special place in my heart for the SPCA Florida because I got my pet there, little mixed dog. His name is Teddy, and I got to say, the way that you guys handle adoptions is so incredible. Just first of all, the care of the animals when you go in, and this is largely due to the incredible volunteer staff that you have. Talk a little bit about becoming a volunteer with the SPCA Florida and what it means to the volunteer when they actually get the opportunity to work with these animals.
Absolutely. Currently I have about a 500 base volunteer program, and it's about a 3-week training program to become a volunteer, because not only do you get to love on the cats and dogs, but you will learn our training techniques and programs, because these animals are there for us to take care of. So after the 3-week training program, they actually get to go out and volunteer in a designated area such as the kennel or cattery or puppy room, and it's so fulfilling for them and the animals because we get them forever loving homes.
Right.
So I have volunteers coming back repeatedly all the time.
That's great. Now, when you go to adopt a pet, what is the process of pet adoption with the SPCA?
Sure. Generally, you want to make sure that you speak with a counselor, and they'll help you identify, you know, you have the dog that lays on the couch all day, and then you have the dog that needs to be run around Lake Hollingsworth every day. So you want to make sure that you speak with, you know, our adoption center staff, the wonderful volunteers, to really get an animal that meets your, you know, lifestyle. So that's a key part of it. We require visits, so especially if there's any children at home, we require any other dogs to be brought in. Something that's really near and dear to us that we do require is that the current animals in the household be up to date on their vaccines and their heartworm prevention. So we, you know, ask those questions. We work through some landlord, making sure that, you know, you're not going to adopt the dog or cat and then 2 weeks later have to come and bring it back because of landlord issues. So just really housekeeping beyond making sure that it's a good fit for the family. And then from there, it's whatever the adoption fee is, the application, and then you're on your way.
Yeah. Well, you would think, you know, because you guys handle such a large number of animals that come through your facilities, but it's not about getting the animals out the door. It's about getting the animals to the right place.
Right, exactly. We're dedicated, part of the training programs that Randa mentioned, we're really keeping, our main goal is to keep the animals out of the shelter. So that's our spay-neuter programs, that's offering safety net if someone has a landlord issue, talking to the landlord, is there something we can do, can we waive the pet deposit for this couple if they've had to, if they've lost their house, have to move to an apartment, those type of, challenges, we help them work through those so that we don't have the animal at our shelter. If they do arrive at our shelter, the goal is to keep them enriched. So a lot of the programs that Randa trains her volunteers on and that our staff are trained on are to really offer the enrichment. Our dogs are walked 4 times a day. The cats receive constant attention and love. Then the other thing is once they do find that forever home, we make that perfect match. We have the safety net program in place to do a follow-up call to make sure that everything's going okay. Questions like, is the cat using the litter box? Because that can be something that's crucial. The first 60 days of having a pet in a home are just critical to really form a strong bond and prevent that animal from, being surrendered. So it's a lot of work on the front end of it, making sure that it's a match, and then also making sure that the resources are there. We had a dog adopted, strong, active, hyper dog, active people, but just needed a little extra training to really help manage that dog, and the dog hasn't been back. Dragon was able to find his forever home because we have those resources in place.
Right. Now, the services that you guys offer are not just for the pets that go through your facility, through your system. You guys have a spay-neuter program, veterinarian services, correct?
Correct. Our full-service medical center is open to everyone. You just don't need to adopt a pet from us to use the service. So anyone can come in our medical center and use it for vaccines, spay and neuter, and we do have specialty services as well.
That's great. What is it, what if you were to sum up the SPCA Florida as a general statement, what is it that you want to accomplish in the community?
I think really partnering with the community to empower them, educate them, and really get them enthusiastic about creating that humane community, which means that, animals have homes, loving homes, they have the vaccines they need. Seniors are able to keep their pets. Some of the programs we have are that seniors can keep their pets because we provide supplemental food. Really just working with the community. When you get talking about like community cats, the free roaming unowned cats, that's not a problem we can tackle on our own. There's just entirely too many. So really not just our agency, but any humane agency needs that partnership with the community, needs people to be engaged, educated, and empowered. So I would really say that's what we're working towards.
That's excellent. Well, along those lines, talking about community and really engaging and creating community within pet owners, you've got a great event coming up. Let's talk about the Walk for Animals.
Sure. So it's in its 22nd year. It serves as one of our signature events, our major fundraisers. So the funds that we receive through fundraising and sponsorships, we have tons of generous sponsors and donors, helps us keep the lights on, keeps able to spay and neuter and to provide the vaccines and to really offer incredible services to the community beyond just animals. A lot of what we do helps people keep the animals they already have. So Walk for Animals does all that. Plus, my favorite part is it just provides a good community event where you come out, you bring your dog, you celebrate the animals that have touched our lives. Almost everyone you meet has some animal that has touched his or her life. So really celebrating that. We encourage people to get signed up early because the more fundraising they do, obviously the more animals we're able to help.
And I've got to encourage you, if you've never had the opportunity to attend one of these pet-friendly events the SPCA puts on, they are a blast. There's something special about pet owners, and there's it's kind of like, I don't have children, but people will come up to me and just start conversation about my pet, about my dog. And that's kind of a theme, a running theme between pet owners, is that there's just this bond of community, and that's one of the things that makes your event so terrific. Now, with the Walk for Animals, obviously this is a fundraiser. We're looking to raise funds for the operations. But there's going to be a lot of different things going on at the Walk for Animals.
Yep.
Let's talk about that.
Sure. So we, once we make the lap around Lake Mirror, we'll come back. We'll have a grill open with items for sale. There'll be some main stage entertainment. I have the Lakeland Police Department K-9 unit coming down.
That's always a great show.
It is,
their
yes.
dogs are so...
It's incredible.
I mean,
and they speak a different language. I don't even speak a different language. So we also have, last year we had some events like the Central Florida Disc Dogs. So the ones that we have this great shot if you get a chance to check out the website. It's a dog literally midair with like the frisbee in the mouth. So
those
are
activities.
Cool. We have, ever popular is our costume contest. People love the costume contest.
Well, your pet doesn't have to have any kind of special ability to be in the pet contest.
No, exactly. And this year previously we've done theme, but this year we're taking it to just a general costume. So anything and everything will be available for people to enter their pets. We have, different games like musical sit, another popular one as well,
Musical sit.
Yeah, it's basically like you'd have for your kids, but it's for dogs. So there's just lots of fun events. All of our vendors will be out there. We'll start the morning with our Bow Wow breakfast for registered walkers. So it's just a really fun community.
Bow Wow breakfast. What is that?
So it's basically just a breakfast for registered walkers, but this year I'm going to add a little something special for the dogs too.
Some begging treats.
Something like that, cupcakes or something to get the, because the animals have to walk around the lake too. You got to get them going.
They get hungry.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds really great, and of course, the radio's going to be there, right?
Yep, we have Max 98.3 broadcasting live.
Some good coverage there.
Yeah.
It'll be a good opportunity to raise some funds for the SPCA Florida and. What was her name again?
Mia.
And Mia, little guys like Mia. She's so adorable.
She'll come out of her shell.
Just about the time the cameras go off.
Exactly.
That'll be when she gets
it's
comfortable.
hard.
Well, this is great. This is going to be a good event, and thank you so much for coming on, telling us about the SPCA Florida and the great work that you guys are doing throughout the entire community.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's the SPCA Florida. They're located on South Florida Avenue in Lakeland, just at the turn where you go into Sonny's or Louis Max, right in that area. Head back there. The actual address, if you want to punch it into your GPS, is 5850 Brandon Road South. Like I said, that's just off of South Florida and Lakeland. And you can also get in touch with them at 863-577-4607 or at spcaflorida.org. And to sign up for the walk, you just put the /walk. So that'll be spcaflorida.org/walk, and you'll be able to sign up. The registration is $25. All that money is going to go toward the SPCA and the great work that they do. It'll be on Saturday, April 12th at the Lake Mirror Promenade. This is going to be a great event for all you pet owners and those who are maybe considering adoption. It'll be a great opportunity to get out there, shake hands, and meet these fine folks from the SPCA Florida.